No, it isn't. Now I understand why some people think Gon's story is over, as we did see him achieve his goal of finding his dad. Then there's the fact that almost every character is heading over to the Dark Continent, and also all the aspects of Gon's character which were explored throughout the entire story, like Gon's darkest moment in the Chimera Ant arc, making some question, what else is there to explore with Gon that we didn't see? And this is what this video is about, as there are multiple aspects of Gon's character that haven't been explored, and Togashi has planted the seeds already. Only thing left is to patiently wait for them to bloom into the story. And I want to share some fun story ideas for Gon, and if anyone genuinely believes Gon will not return, just look at this page in chapter 345, and I quote, "This will be a good opportunity for you to figure out what you can do as you are now." That alone should tell us what Togashi plans on exploring with Gon's character, and it's something we've seen throughout the entire story, but it only lasts for a moment, either because it gets resolved in a way or it's pushed back, but this time there's no solution that we know of. What I'm talking about is Gon's frustration towards being weak / helpless. We've seen time and time again how much it hurts Gon to be put in that situation, with Hisoka, Hanzo, Gantru, Knuckle, etc. Every moment we see Gon struggle with his weakness, but this time Gon truly has lost it all. Gon has no Nen. He has to confront his weakness head on. All that progress Gon made throughout the arcs and seeing him grow so strong and it all being taken away, there's a really good story to be explored there, as Gon knows what that strength felt like and has experienced his peak with adult Gon, and all the effort he put, now that it's gone, will Gon be sad? Will he try over and over to attain it back to only fail? Will he want to go back to traveling as a hunter after he finishes his homework, but is told by many that he should quit being a hunter as he has no Nen? Like I said, there's so much to explore with this aspect of his character, as we got a small taste of it in the Chimera Ant arc after he lost to Knuckle, but he got over it in an episode. But unlike before, this time all his power is gone, so it will be interesting to see what he wants to do, and will his current strength be enough, and if it isn't enough, how will Gon overcome it or accept his weakness? One way that I would love for this to be explored is through a small story arc with Gon, where he's finally done with his homework, and Gon missing that feeling of adventure either calls Kite or Kite calls him. As Kite said, he will call on Gon when he needs help. So when Gon joins Kite and his friends on this little adventure and they run into some hunters like Binote who have a bounty who didn't go to the Dark Continent, and they have this fight with Kite and Gon, but Kite is the one who saves Gon, which leads to Gon reliving that trauma from the Chimera Ant arc where he wasn't able to fight by Kite's side. But unlike the Chimera Ant arc, this time he has to confront his weakness in a healthy way and not the toxic way like he did in the Chimera Ant arc. And also he has Kite by his side this time to actually talk it out with him. What I want is for Gon to not see his weakness as a bad thing that should be hated, but rather he needs to accept his weakness and learn from it. That's one story arc that I would love to see from Gon. Another aspect of Gon's character that Togashi can, and I believe he will explore in the future, that has been in the background, you can say, throughout the entire manga, but also not, as oddly enough, it feels like Togashi is only planting the seeds and waiting for something, and what I'm talking about is Gon's father issues. Now many think Gon doesn't have any, and his father abandoning him didn't have an effect on Gon, as we get scenes of him not hating Jing or getting mad at him. Hell, in the first episode of Hunter x Hunter, he says being a hunter is so great he was willing to abandon his son, almost praising for what Jing did. But Togashi has written so many moments that are very subtle, and also not so subtle, as Jing abandoning Gon really did affect him in a huge way subconsciously, and that being his lack of self-worth. Gon throughout the series is willing to put himself in life and death situations Jing put him through, as he sees Jing as this really amazing person because of Kite, making Gon hold Jing in this huge pedestal, making him believe he has to do these things to be worthy of meeting his dad. Jing is the one who sets Gon's worth. Jing is one of the best hunters out there. Whatever he says is law. Jing has done nothing wrong. Him hiring a murderer to fight Gon in a deadly game of dodgeball? Nah, that's cool. Hell, Gon is happy when he heard that, as he sees Jing as this god, so to speak. And the fact that his dad even did something like this makes Gon happy, as he's happy to know someone that amazing is paying attention to him, making Gon believe he is worthy of meeting his dad. And the entire Kite situation was also related to Jing. Gon being with Kite and going along with him, Gon saw all that as a test from Jing, and Gon letting Kite die was so emotional for him for many reasons. While part of it was because he did share a bond with Kite, but also because he felt like he felt his dad, that he's not worthy of seeing him anymore. As the first thing Gon did when he saw Jing was apologize for what happened with Kite. There's so many more examples, but I won't go deeper into Jing and Gon's relationship, as I plan on making a separate video for that one, as there's a lot to talk about. But as I was saying, there are many moments like this that have been planted throughout the entire story, and once Gon achieved his goal of finding him, we even got some reflection in chapter 345 of Gon thinking about his relationship with his dad. Hell, he doesn't even call him his dad, saying he feels like a super awesome uncle, and it feels like this is just a start. Now that he's home, he now has the time to reflect even more about his journey, and the reason I believe Togashi has put this on hold for so long is for two reasons. One being, it makes more sense for this to be explored after Gon achieves his goal of finding Jing, and the next reason is I believe Togashi plans on saving this part of Gon's character to be explored until Gon meets with one character a lot of fans have been waiting for so many years. Gon meeting Gyro. As the manga said, they will eventually meet. And if you remember, Gyro's character also had father issues, and Gyro also saw his dad as this godlike figure. He saw no wrong in what his father did to him, no matter how cruel it was. Which is a nice similarity between these two characters with Gon and Gyro. Now, I'm not saying Gon is gonna turn like Gyro and kill G. But rather, Gon meeting Gyro will make for a very good arc that explores Gon's relationship with his father. As for how these two will meet, I have no idea. Gon going to Meteor City for some bizarre reason. Gyro coming to Gon again. I genuinely can't think of a good way to make these two be in the same place at the same time. I'll leave that to Togashi as he is the writer. But there's definitely a story to be explored with these two characters that I want to see. The last aspect that I want to see explored is Gon not being with Killua. I mentioned in a previous video of mine that many Hunter x Hunter fans don't realize how much Killua means to Gon. Killua is such an important person in Gon's life. Now that he's not there with Gon anymore, I want to see how he will move forward. Will there be a void that can be seen in Gon's life? Will Gon reflect even more on the Chimera Ant arc and how he treated Killua and also the rest of his friends, making him doubt if he's a good friend, seeing how Killua left? Now Gon understands why Killua left, but the human mind is such an interesting thing that makes one have thoughts like this, and I don't think Gon is immune to that. And I feel exploring Gon's friendships would be such a great arc for Gon and a way for Gon to meet up with many friends we haven't seen in the story for a while and bond with them even more, making the relationship even stronger, like Gon visiting Knuckle, Shu, etc., which leads to very heartfelt conversations. And by the way, I'm still mad Togashi didn't show us that scene of Shu thanking Gon. Now there are so much more things to be explored, but these three things, Gon's frustration towards his weakness, his father issues and lack of self-worth, and the effect Killua not being part of Gon's daily life has on Gon, which leads Gon to connect with more of his friends. Hell, maybe Togashi will do something new. While we won't see Gon in the Dark Continent arc, the world of Hunter x Hunter has so much more to offer than the Dark Continent, as Togashi made this world so big and alive that he can write many stories around it, and I can't wait for when we do see Gon again.